results are in from the bumper crop of elections held across the UK last week. So, with the ruling parties all performing fairly well, what will it mean going forward? Last week's vote saw the public elect 143 English local councils, 129 members of the Scottish Parliament, 60 members of the Welsh Senedd, 39 police and crime commissioners, 25 London Assembly seats and 13 directly elected mayors. Major local elections like these are often used to gauge the public mood outside a general election, and this time was no different. Usually, major local elections such as these see the ruling party lose a few local seats as citizens punish the winners of the latest general election for perceived failures. Polling expert John Curtice wrote for the BBC, "Voters often use local elections to give governments a kicking. Yet it is the Conservatives that have prospered in the English local council votes. Around half of the seats being contested were in places where last year's local elections were postponed and thus where the last contest was held in 2016. At that time, the Conservatives and Labour were neck and neck in the polls. However, this was not the case this time, as Boris Johnson's party continued its run of popularity with voters. The Conservative Party took another seat in Westminster in the only by-election, in Hartlepool, snatching the seat from Labour. And in the English council elections, the Tories made gains over Labour in both councils and council seats. The Conservatives now control more than a dozen more councils than they did before, and there are more than 200 extra Tory councillors. The continued success of the ruling party is thought to be down to the success of the vaccine programme, as well as voters still calling on Brexit as a reason for voting choice. This positive set of results will bolster Boris Johnson's team and help put to bed the sleaze allegations that have been plaguing the Prime Minister. And according to the data, the Tories would win another general election with similar ease to that of 2019, if another were to be held today. Mr. Curtice said, according to the BBC's projection of the local election results into the equivalent of a Britain-wide share of the vote, the Conservatives' performance was the equivalent of winning 36% of the vote in a general election. That makes it the party's second-best local election results since it first regained power at Westminster in 2010.